Hey everyone, welcome back to Shop Life. It is the day before Bimmerfest. Got about 15 hours left before we leave for the caravan from Alpha Motorwork, which is my shop. So we're leaving tomorrow morning at 8:30. I'm just now starting to work on my car. Originally I had planned for Thursday and today, which is Friday, to do the work on my car, get it all ready, polish it and everything. But turned out I had to do a lot of other work, so I just now started. First things first, as you'll see, I'm gonna roll my fenders, get the wheels fitted and all that, and then detail the crap out of the car. So that's the plan. We'll see how much we get done before 8 o'clock in the morning. We just got the wheels polished, just got them back, got some tires put on and everything, and they are like they sit perfectly flush with the car. I'll show you guys once we put the wheel back on. But since this sits so flush, it rubs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll the fenders. So rolling the front fenders is very easy on the E46, but the rear ones are a little bit more difficult because they have an epoxy or some kind of undercoating put into the lip on the underside of the quarter panel. So where this lip is right here, there's a little undercoating in there. So you have to peel all that back and then you can roll the fenders. All right, so here's the lip that I'm talking about. And inside this lip, in this groove right here, it's gonna be filled with dirt and all kinds of undercoating and stuff. So you wanna remove all of that dirt and undercoating. That way you can push this whole lip further back. And you wanna get it as flush with this as you can. For me, I don't have to roll it too much, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and pull all this dirt out. I'm gonna roll from this corner right here. I'm gonna roll it all the way to like right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling all this dirt out first. All right, so I went ahead and used my, hey George. So I went ahead and used my flathead and my blade to clear out this whole lip inside. Now you can see my finger actually goes in. And you wanna get all the epoxy out? Let me show you what all the dirt looks like. So here's all the dirt and the epoxy that I'm talking about. There's just this undercoating stuff. Right here. All right, so that's pretty much it for rolling the fender or quarter panel. All right, so I already went ahead and did my rear brake pads on the other side. The brake pads are completely toast. I was waiting on, I need to do all my rear end bushings, and I wanted to do that before Bimmerfest, but don't have enough time. So that's what I was waiting on, because I have new rotors and pads ready to go. But for right now, I'm just gonna keep these rotors. All right, wheels are on. Finish the brake pads in the front. Lowered it one turn in the front, pushed the strut over a little bit to add a little bit negative camber. All right, I pulled it out. It's rubbing right along here. And then right where that little metal clip is. The front's not rubbing at all, front's fine.
Look how dirty it is.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty. That's like Coke that somebody spilled on my car on the highway. Here, me and George are about to go get some Taco Bell. Let's go, George.
Hurry back, the sun is setting. Oh, he's back. What happened? What? No? Oh, snap.
Alright, so I picked up this foam cannon thing from Amazon. It's $20 for the foam cannon. It was another $10 for this the attachment, and it came with a bunch of nozzles and stuff. But this is how it works. You fill this up about a quarter of the way or a third of the way with soap, and then the rest with water. You want to use the specific foam soap. I'm just going to use this wash and wax just to see how it works, and then we'll see how it foams up. And you are going to need a pressure washer for it.
Look at those legs. Ooh. Go, homie. Time to get George's car. Go.
Alright, so I just finished washing and then rinsing it. I haven't touched the wheels. I'll be doing that last. But now I'm going to clay bar the whole car. Then I'll rinse it again. The clay bar takes off all the contaminants in the paint, so that way your paint is nice and smooth. Because even after washing it, all that dirt that sat on the paint can contaminate the paint, and it'll start eating into the clear coat. And it'll make your whole surface really, really rough. And this clay bar will go in there and take off all that dirt that's inside the paint. So what you want to do is after each section, you want to knead it. So that way you have a clean section that comes back up. If you drop your clay, which is easy to do because you're using soapy water or whatever detailer and it's really wet so it slips out, then you better change it. Look at all those rock chips. Look at all those rock chips. Look at all those chickens. If y'all didn't get that, that's what the reference is for. George didn't get it. So
Look at all those chickens. No, you never seen that one?
Come on.
Yeah.
You need to get on Instagram more often. Alright, so I've repainted these fenders. They don't match. I've painted them 3 times already. Nobody can get the paint to match 100%. And then, because I don't have a mixing station, so I'd always get it mixed and then paint it myself. But this is the closest I've gotten, and it's still a little too yellow. And then last year, before Southern Worthersy or European Experience, it's a car show, I have a video on it on my channel. I had wet sand the fenders to polish them back up to get rid of all the orange peel that was there. It wasn't too much, but there was still a little bit. So after that, I didn't really polish it up all the way like I should have. So it never shined 100%, but it did match the rest of the shining of the car, because the rest of the clear coat is like, what, 16 years old. So now, since I'm polishing the whole car, I'm just wet sanding it with 5,000 grit sandpaper, just the fenders and the trunk, and then I'll repolish everything, and we should be good.
Wow, you can really tell the paint difference.
I'm trying to prime the pad. So right now, this is a wool pad. It's a brand new wool pad from Meguiar's, I believe. And this is a DeWalt rotary buffer. To buff out sanding scratches, you have to have a rotary. And you see every new wool pad does this. All this wool will come off. And then after a wool pad, you have to follow up with a dual action or even just a finishing pad. You have to work in stages. So depending on what kind of compound you're using and what kind of pad you want to go slightly, you want to start off with the most least aggressive just to see what you want to do. But I already know which one's going to work for me. So I'm starting out with the most aggressive, then I'll cut it back each step, and then we'll go from there.
Isn't it also depending on the type of paint you have?
Yeah. I mean,
like single stage or whatever?
Yeah, single stage is going to take, even like a normal dual action will buff out single stage really well. Using M105 Ultra Cut, then I have M205, which I'll use with a different pad and on a dual action, and then get everything, all the swirls out. Alright, so I just finished doing step 1 on the hood, which is that red pad with M105. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the roof. Once I do the roof, then I'll continue with the fenders and the sides of the car and the trunk. Look.
Good.
Damn. Oh, damn. Looks good. Alright, so I raised up the car about 4 turns on the coilovers, and now the gap between the fender or the quarter panel and the tire is the same in the front and the back. So we're good. Then I went ahead and removed my Alpha Motorworks sticker from this back quarter window. I'm gonna put a ShopLifeTV sticker there, and then Alpha Motorworks all the way across the car on both sides. That's good. So we went home for a little bit, took a shower, took like a quick nap, probably like 30 minutes, maybe an hour at most. Then we're back at the shop. We've been here for like probably an hour and a half now. I raised the back up a little bit more because it was still rubbing. It would only rub like whenever you go over a dip or if you take a hard turn. And I hate rubbing. The only reason I'm even going through all of this is because I'm tired of those cheap rep wheels. And you know, I want to have at least something good just for the show. I mean, even if I have to go back after the show, I don't really mind. And I already went ahead and spent all that money on getting those wheels polished and doing all that. So there's no point of, you know, just wasting all that money. Moving on, so I went ahead and tidied up some of the wiring in here. The main wires that I just tidied up are the ones that are for the coolant level sensor. So I just moved those around and got them to be where I want them to be. I'm just zip tying everything. That way there's nothing loose or anything like that. And then after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean the inside out. We went to the beach last Monday on Memorial Day. So there's sand all over the car. Nobody's gonna look inside because I'm gonna have it locked. I don't want anybody going in there while I'm not there. So, but I'll still clean it up a little bit. So it's about 6:30 now, it's almost 6:45. I'm gonna end this vlog here for the whole prep. Still have a little bit of prep left to do, but we're just gonna end it here. I'm gonna go ahead and start the new video for Bimmerfest for the whole day and even tomorrow, so the whole weekend pretty much. So stay tuned for that video, guys. Thanks for watching.